What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here. Let's play Shining Force 2, Part 1. And if you notice, that was a kind of an intro thing, like what Shining Force 1 did, except it was all moving this time instead of just pictures and words. I could not control any of it. And you can see we have something kind of like the girl from the first one. See, if you have, you can either start a new data, continue an old data, delete a data, or you can copy one. I'm going to start a new one. We'll do data 2. Now this character does have a name of his own as well, so we'll just hit end, and it's Bowie. And so you can see normal, hard, super, or ouch. I will be playing on normal, just because it still will be a pretty easy game, or a pretty difficult game, even with such a hard, or even on such a low difficulty. And so you can see we start out in a house. There's nothing for us we can do right now, so we just have to head down. So if you notice anyone that's named that has all capital letters, they are important people and will be party members. Nothing for us to do right now, so the only thing we can do is just go to school. Let's see, where's the church and the priest? Let me see. There's the castle. I don't need to go up there. I think the school's down south. And if you can notice, some of the big changes are the sprites. The sprites look different. Weapon shop here. The ground looks more detailed. The water does, and the main character moves faster, but he moves almost too fast for the camera. So that's just kind of sitting here throwing me off a little bit. I'm not quite used to the camera for the main character to outpace the camera. And sadly, there's nothing you can do to that. Let me see. I think you can check. Okay. Well, you can look I'm not sure if you can actually look in those pots or not. Okay, so you can look in barrels and vases to find hidden items, but there's not always something in it every single time. So, but whenever there is, I will make sure to point it out. And so. Oh, okay, that's right. You have to push a different button to talk now. And so this is Sarah. This is I think his name's Chester, if I'm not mistaken. Look at his medical herb, okay. And we'll take a look at the bookshelf, but just because you can do the same thing. Bookshelves, a book, an old goat, Sir Astral. So there's no benefit to looking at the books. There's nothing hidden in them, for the most part, anyway. Nothing to look at, so just find a place. Oh, yeah, so say sit beside Chester. we have to go with him, so we'll just say yes to speed it along. So Sarah is a priest, a healer, and Chester is a knight, just like May and Ernest and everyone else from the first game. Sarah is just like Lo and all of those people from the first game as well. Wrong way. Yeah, this town does take a little getting used to. Trying to maneuver around in it. You don't spend a whole lot of time here, to be totally honest. So, see nothing to search for over here, and on this side as well. So, it is nice that the characters do move as fast as they do. That was one problem. That was weird. I've never actually seen that before. That one of those yards actually looked like Sir Astral for a moment. That was odd. I was sitting here thinking, why would Sir Astral be wandering around the out here? But obviously that wasn't supposed to be like that. As you can see, 3 treasure chests over here. Medical herb will give the medical herbs you can gain experience off of no matter who uses them. And instead of saying that character, well, I don't know if that's true in battle, but you can see Bowie is full of items. So instead of saying Bowie found an angel wing but couldn't carry it, and then you have to sit there and go through your menu and all that, the game will automatically give it to the next person in line who has an empty spot. That is very nice, and that's one of the reasons why one of the many reasons why I like this game, because you don't have to sit there and pass out items all the time. Of course, it's better if you remember, especially if it's a valuable item. It's best to remember where that item went, but you don't have to sit there and worry about, well, does does Bowie have enough places in his inventory? The game will automatically distribute items for you. Just making sure. I didn't look into whether or not there was any items, where the items were in this area ahead of time, so that's why I'm sitting here digging through all of these. So I'm sitting here digging through all of these barrels. I guess there's nothing in those barrels. That's why I'm sitting here digging through all the barrels, crap. Because I'm just trying to make sure that I don't miss any items. But from now on, I will know where the items are ahead of time instead of just sitting here wasting time going through and looking for everything. I think those 3 treasure chests may have been it, but it's always best just to make sure. So, kind of like the tower from the first game in Guardiana. Let's see. We should probably check in here real quick. We have 2 directions to go. Okay, that's right. We shouldn't be going this way just yet. I think that's for either later on in the story, or that'll be one of the places that we go to early on. I really don't remember. I don't have a whole lot of time in this game, like with Shining Force 1. I think I've only played through this game 4 times, and I've only beat it completely twice, so I'm not as familiar with this game. But I didn't get it until just recently. I am playing on the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection version. Dialogue is definitely pretty funny. A lot more, and just some of the things that they do, the characters do to interact with each other, is pretty funny. A lot more so than the first game. There will be a lot more of that kind of thing in this game compared to the first one. And so we'll just check over here real quick just to make sure that there's nothing over here, but I doubt there is. I believe I found everything there is to find. Make sure we go a little far enough. There is something special that we do need to look for, and that is kind of one reason why I'm sitting here looking through everything. It's called mithril. It's an item called mithril, and what you do with mithril is you can create weaponry with it later on in the game. Actually, quite a bit later on in the game. But you can only find it in certain areas around the map, as well as on the overworld and in towns. So you have to look through everywhere to make sure you find it. It's yeah, like I said, it is very rare. It's a very rare item. I'm going the wrong way. I think I'm supposed to go towards the Tower of the Ancients, if I'm not mistaken. But I may have to leave the castle. I really didn't pay too much attention to the dialogue. I was just so I'm not exactly sure where I have to go, to be totally honest. I'll head out this way. Just because I think this is where I'm supposed to go. Let's see, I do want to head to the weapons shop real quick, and we'll take a look at what everyone's equipped with. You see Bowie, a wooden sword, medical herb, and 3 medical herbs. Sarah, a wooden rod, and 2 medical herbs, and an angel wing. So everybody starts out with a medical herb, unlike the first game, so that does help. So, and the menu system in this game is definitely a lot better than what it was in the first game. You know, it shows all of the items that you have. So there's a fireplace over here. Before I leave and go to the next area where I'm supposed to go, I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go, to be totally honest. I don't think I'm supposed to go towards... That's the jail. I don't think I'm supposed to go towards the Tower of the Ancients just yet, because I'm missing a character who I'm supposed to get. Let me see. Talk to you. Maybe I am supposed to go back towards the Tower of the Ancients, but maybe that other character I'm supposed to get will appear later on. Like I said, I do apologize for this. Like I said, I've only played through this game. I've only played through the game 4 or 5 times probably, and I know I've only beaten the entire game twice. So yeah, okay, you can see Sir Ashel here. So I don't think the game's controlling it at this point. Just before we go all the way in, I will want to stop and take a look around real quick. And an area like this can hold mithril in it. I don't know if this area actually has mithril in it or not, but we can get around here if we need to. So you can see the castle is sinking, or the tower. this is all I'm supposed to use. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I'm not gonna actually do this fight just yet. I'll go into the battle mechanics and all that after this fight, or during the next video. So thank you for watching. Again, there won't be a challenge in the video because this doesn't really work out like this game doesn't really work out that well for challenge videos. Next time, I will fight the evil gizmos and save Sir Astral. So until then, later everyone.